What's the most innocent question you asked as a kid that made all the adults go silent? I was 7 when I destroyed my family's biggest secret with 4 simple words. Every summer, we'd visit my grandmother's sprawling farmhouse, where 3 generations gathered for what my parents called family bonding time. The adults would spend hours on the wraparound porch, drinking sweet tea, and sharing stories while us kids ran wild through the cornfields. That particular July, I was obsessed with family trees. My 2nd grade teacher had assigned a project about our ancestors, and I'd been pestering everyone for details about great-grandparents and long-lost relatives. I carried around a little notebook, meticulously recording names and relationships like a tiny genealogist. During Sunday dinner, the whole family was crammed around Grandma's massive oak table. All my aunts, uncles, and cousins, maybe 15 people total. The conversation was flowing, everyone laughing at Uncle Pete's fishing stories. When I spotted my chance, I stood up on my chair, notebook in hand, and announced I had an important question about our family history. The adults smiled indulgently. "What is it, sweetheart?" my mom asked. I looked directly at my dad, then at Uncle Pete, my dad's supposed twin brother, and asked with complete innocence, "Why don't you and Uncle Pete look anything alike if you're twins?" The entire table went dead silent. My dad was tall and lean with dark hair and green eyes. Uncle Pete was stocky, blonde with blue eyes. Even at 7, I could see they looked nothing alike. But I'd been taught they were fraternal twins my whole life. The silence stretched on. Forks stopped halfway to mouths. My cousin stopped mid-chew. Grandma's face went white. "Well," my dad finally said, his voice strained, "fraternal twins can look very different. But Mrs. Johnson at school said her fraternal twin boys still look related." I continued, oblivious to the tension. "And you and Uncle Pete don't even have the same shaped nose." Uncle Pete cleared his throat. "Kids notice everything, don't they?" That's when I saw it. The look that passed between my parents. The same look I'd seen when they thought I was asleep and were whispering about money problems and keeping up appearances. My mom quickly changed the subject, but the damage was done. The rest of dinner felt forced, like everyone was reading from a script. Later that night, I was tucked into the guest room when I heard raised voices downstairs. I crept to the top of the stairs and listened. "She's going to figure it out eventually," my mom was saying. "Not if we don't make a big deal about it," Dad replied. "Pete looks exactly like his real father," came Grandma's voice, shaky with emotion. "The resemblance gets stronger every year." My 7-year-old brain couldn't process what I was hearing, but I knew it was important. The truth came out 3 years later during my parents' messy divorce. Uncle Pete wasn't my dad's twin. He was my dad's half-brother, born from an affair Grandpa had while Grandma was pregnant with my father. The family had crafted an elaborate lie about premature twins to hide the scandal. My innocent question had started pulling at a thread that eventually unraveled everything. The fake birth certificates, the coached stories, the careful photo arrangements. All of it crumbled because a 2nd grader noticed 2 twins looked nothing alike. Uncle Pete and I are still close. He calls me his favorite detective and says I should have been a forensic investigator. Now, whenever I'm around kids asking seemingly innocent questions, I pay very close attention to which adults suddenly get very quiet.